Hey guys. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. It means the absolute world to me. This is a slightly different video for my channel. I absolutely love watching these type of videos, so I thought, hey, why not do one? And today I'm here with like a top 5 tips for online uni, top 5 tips for uni, and I thought of the things that have kept me really productive in semester 1, and I thought I would share them with you guys. I don't really share much at uni. I've done a few videos in semester 1, but I thought I would try and do one every couple of weeks or even one a week. And I've had like the worst weekend ever, so I'm sat with my nighttime tea. What is just so good is the pocket nighttime one in my little Pugsy cup. I don't know if it'll focus or not. And I am going to share my top 5 tips. So I have just wrote them on my iPad, so I'm just going to get them up. If you do want to see more of these videos, please comment down below what other videos you'd like to see from me. And I am going to get straight into this video. Top tip 1 is definitely prepare. So here I've wrote, try to be ahead on any textbooks you've got to read. I personally had 2 weeks off and then started semester 2. So I made sure I've read a chapter ahead of any of my core textbooks, just because my core textbooks are personally quite important, like the assessments are off them. So I done that to make sure I'm ahead. I really recommend, if you have any time off before semester 2 starts, or you start your next modules, to do that, because it just means that you're not like scrambling to write down notes and everything, and you're a bit ahead, so you can just read the notes rather than having to read the whole chapter and read the notes. Especially when you get into week 1, I can find it quite overwhelming, especially because it's been online, because obviously the 2 weeks I had off, I had nothing to do, like I wasn't going to work or anything, so obviously I've been furloughed. I found like last week quite overwhelming. Another thing I've said is read your module handbook. Like, I did not do this in semester 1. I think I waited until about halfway through the semester to read my module handbook. Do not do that. Make sure you read it to begin with, because it'll just help you with what chapters you need to be reading, what your assessments and exams are even on. Like, I genuinely did not read the whole of my module handbook until midway through semester. I do not recommend that. Please read your module handbook, and this kind of coincides with what I've said about reading the module handbook. Familiarize yourself with the exams / essays you will be taking. I don't care if you have to write them down and put them on a corkscrew in front of where you're working at this current moment in time. You have to put them in your workspace in your room. I definitely say familiar yourself with the essays and the exams you're going to be taking, just because that means you know, like, so I know I've got 2 essays and 9 exams, I believe, this semester. At least I know what I've got to do. Try and be a bit prepared on the essay. Start writing up a plan. Don't leave it till the last week or the last 2 weeks. Definitely I say write up a plan. Like, one of my essays last time, to do a report of everything we've done every week, because normally it'd be an online exam, but obviously because of COVID we didn't. But every week I made sure I wrote down what we had done in them sessions, so when it came to the end, all I had to do was type it up. And then my second top tip is definitely planning to-do lists. I find these are so helpful. So currently in the office, on my to-do list, I think I've got to read 3 chapters before I start. So I find that really handy, using a diary, to-do list, even a timetable. One thing I find, because of online uni, kind of like you just wake up and you're like, oh, what have I got today? So I find it really helpful to write on a post-it note when I've got classes. So I've got like Monday, I know I've got business information analysis 1 to 2, and then organising behaviour 3 to 5. So I've wrote all of my subject on like my little timetable on a post-it note, and I've stuck it on my computer, just so I know when I am going to be having uni, when I've got to be online and everything. And I find that really handy to look at and visualise. I don't know, I just would recommend doing that. Another one I recommend is getting a diary, whether that's an on paper one or like I have one on my iPad as well. I'm writing down when everything's due. So when you're going through your module handbook, just writing down when everything is due, so when your essays are due, when your exams have got to be done, and everything like that. I find that really handy to keep track of how many weeks I had left before it was due. And another thing, to-do list. Literally just make a to-do list, the smallest of tasks. So like last week my to-do list was literally highlight module handbook and stuff like that, and read a couple of chapters. Just make a to-do list of literally everything you've got to do for uni. And even if you start only ticking off or highlighting off the small tasks, make you feel better that you're actually doing something. One thing I would definitely say at the minute I struggle is definitely making sure you're being productive. Like, it is so hard during lockdown. So write a to-do list, write every small task you've got to do, like literally everything. Making bed. My third tip is routine. So I have quite, normally, not tonight as you can tell, I'm filming filming this video at 7:45. A morning and an evening routine is key. Every morning, personally, yours doesn't have to be productive or not. It can be such a simple morning routine of getting out of bed, having some breakfast, starting uni work. I personally have quite a long morning routine. I tend to get up, exercise, walk the dog, get a shower, eat breakfast, start my day. So I have about 5 things. I also make sure I take my vitamins in the morning. Definitely say morning routines are key, especially if you've got like a 9 AM lecture. I even do this morning routine if I have lectures later on in the day, or even if I'm off. I just find because we're in lockdown, having a structure to your day just makes the day flow a lot better. And again, an evening routine, I'm not one of them people who tends to do uni work in the evening. I try and do my 9 to 5 just to give myself the evenings off to do like Instagram and stuff. In my evening routine, it's normally just have dinner, get into bed, chill out. I then do my gratitude journal, and at the minute I'm reading Women Don't Owe You Pretty, so I read about a chapter of that every night, and it just makes me go to sleep a bit earlier and it really calms me down. So I definitely recommend getting into routine for online uni. Top tip 4 is take breaks. Do not revise in like 2-hour blocks. I am definitely one of them people who will revise for like 4 hours straight and then think, have I even learned anything? Especially in lockdown, it is so hard to think you're being productive. It's so easy to just sit on your phone. So even if you do 20 minutes of work, 5-minute break, time it on your phone, and then you know you're getting work done and you've still got time to like go on your phone or play your Nintendo Switch, like whatever you want to do. Do not just do revision for like 5 hours straight, because like we're already stuck in the house for hours. You don't need to just be sitting down and doing that for that long. Try and get up. I tend to like break my day up by doing some work till about 10, taking a short break, having lunch, walking the dog, having a mid-afternoon snack at about 3, and then 5 we feed dog, and then we have dinner. So I try and break my day up that way. And my last top tip for online uni especially is attend your lectures when they are on. Do not watch, obviously watch pre-recorded ones if you need to. If you're just sitting in bed lying in and not watching the lecture, watch it when it needs to be on, because I know in my personal experience and from other people, if they've not watched seminar or the lecture when they were meant to, so say it was 9 to 11 and they said, oh, we're just gonna sleep in and then we'll watch it later, they've not watched it later, or they've had to catch up weeks later. Definitely watch the lecture or the seminar when it is meant to be on. I know it's so easy to say, oh, I'll just watch it later, but you won't. You just won't. It doesn't happen. Fair play if you're one of them people who does, but I would really recommend just when it's meant to be on. If we weren't in lockdown, you would have to be doing that, so at least you're doing it from the comfort of your own home. So I hope you guys have enjoyed my top 5 tips for uni, for online uni, and if you want to see any more of these videos, please let me know in the comments below and I will be sure to do them for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys on Wednesday with a brand new episode. Bye.